It's been a bit of an explosive first weekend in NBA 2K23 My Team Season 5. There's been quite a bit of division. Some love it, some hate it. I think I fall somewhere in the middle. This isn't another Season 5 review video. Those have been done to death. I think I've done 2 of them myself. So, we're going to be talking about what we can expect from 2K this week. Gaze into the crystal ball, as it were. First things first, by the way, if you haven't done these 8-minute surveys, please go do them. They actually seem to do something. Normally, I wouldn't tell you to do anything in relation to, reporting back to 2K, because typically it does nothing, but they are actually communicating that they're using these surveys to kind of build the game mode further in the future. So if you want to see changes, definitely go do these. They're not going to be immediate by any means. They probably won't go into effect till next season, but if you want to dictate what the kind of next season's format looks like, definitely go do these surveys. I do them. Basically, I just spend the entire time gassing Greg Ostertag and how we need Greg Ostertag cards. If you want to go in there and do that as well, you should definitely do that. But let's look forward. So we don't really know exactly what's coming this week, so it's going to be more of a guessing game than anything. Typically, I can do educated guesses. Every week, I can say, okay, well, 2K sticks to a format, so it's I know generally what they're going to do, right? You know what they're going to drop on Monday, sort of. You know what they're going to drop on Tuesday, etc. But this week's fresh. First week of the season, always very hard to guess. So, Monday, tomorrow. I actually don't know what they're going to do with Monday. I actually would assume that they don't do anything, right? I don't think anything comes tomorrow. Possibly, and I mean ever so possibly, we could get a Moments card tomorrow. I don't necessarily think that that's likely, but it's possible we see a Moments card. It's been a while since we got a Moments card. And just kind of looking at people who have had good games recently, Mark Williams had a 20 rebound game the other day, so we could see a diamond or a PD Mark Williams. I actually wouldn't be shocked to see that in any way, shape, or form. De'Aaron Fox has had some really good games, so he could possibly pop up. Even Malik Monk dropped 45 points. If that doesn't scream Moments card to you, I don't know what does at that point. I truly have no idea. Is he on the Sacramento Kings? I honestly don't know. Yeah, he is. He is. We could easily see a Malik Monk card, too. That would make so much sense. That's just a player that 2K would give a Moments card for sure. De'Aaron Fox is also up there. Not Miles Turner, because he just got a diamond. Most of these guys have gotten cards, but I would say 2 very likely culprits would be Evan Mobley, who started to do really well, Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox, and then Mark Williams. These are guys who are very, very likely. RJ Barrett has had a couple good games too, and there has to be some Knicks fans that reside in the 2K offices in regards to handling content, because we just steadily get Knicks players, I swear to God. As a fan of a poverty franchise like the Chicago Bulls, which, okay, bring up the 90s if you want, but since 1998, we've been basically the definition of poverty. Outside of 2010, 2011, and then we were immediately impoverished again via injury. So, I understand wanting to glorify the teams, but, let's let some other teams shine instead of the Knicks. We've just gotten so many Knicks players this year. Either way, Tuesday. But I would say, yeah, maybe 1 Moments card. Bare minimum, probably just token market and nothing else, and I'm guessing it would be Malik Monk or Mark Williams would be my guess. Mark Williams would actually be good too, because we need more centers. Anyways, that's probably why they wouldn't do it. Tuesday. A lot of talk about Tuesday, because people are wondering if Tuesday content, pack content, is going to come back, because they did revert the rest of everything else from the season is reverted to past 2Ks. We have mode specific reward cards. We have the standard takeover cards back in the mix. No more grindables, but we are going to get a 2-week grind, which I'll talk about. So I'm wondering if they also turn around and bring back Tuesday packs, because we haven't seen them since season 2. It's been something that people have been asking for, and I'm wondering if they do it. I'm wondering if they just get rid of the base set entirely this season and then just go 2 promos a week plus current series. That's what I'm assuming they're going to do. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say we are going to get packs on Tuesday. Are they going to be themed in the way that Glitched and Shades of are, where it's just a consistent theme for the whole season? I'm going to say yes. I actually think they will be. I'm gonna I'm gonna say it's probably gonna go in the same way that we saw maybe in like 2K22. So looking back to this time period in 2K22, let's see, we're at February 26th. So let's go back to February and just kind of see what the Tuesday content was for February. So the Tuesday content for February was, sorry, I'm back in December now somehow. It was the Hunt for Glory set. So I don't necessarily think they do that, but it's possible that we could see some type of Hunt for Glory-esque set. I don't really know what they're going to do with it. It'd be nice to see them do Retro 2K. That would be ideal, personally. I'm not going to say they're going to do that because I don't think they will, but it'd be nice to see Retro. Like, Retro on Tuesdays, I think would generate a lot of hype, especially with the OG members of the community. I think it's a little too early for Out of Position, but also we have a Ben Simmons and we have a Yao that's basically endgame at this point. We have a T-Mac that already changed all his SIGs. So honestly, we could get OOP packs. We could realistically get OOP packs on Tuesday. I don't know. My only prediction is that we will be getting Tuesday packs. Who's going to be involved? Don't know. What players? Don't know. What the theme is? I have no idea. I'm going to say Out of Position. I want it to be retro, but I'm going to say Out of Position. Like, let's be real. Wednesday. I mean, we're going to get Moments of the Week again, and I just feel like it's probably going to be more similar to this than anything else. Like, it's just going to be the standard Moments of the Week formula. I do think at this point they should drop, all pretenses of trophy case. If they're not going to update Larry Bird, Julius Irving, and Tim Duncan, which they still should do, by the way, that would, I think, help a lot. If they updated, like, Dr. J's SIGs, I think he probably ends up in people's lineups still, realistically. Like, at least for people like me who have a trash lineup. So, I don't know what they're going to do for Moments of the Week. But I would say if they don't drop the trophy case, there might actually be a possibility we see an update to those cards. But it's unlikely. They'll probably ship another Dr. J out in packs relatively soon, like an Opal that's the same as the Dark Matter. So, who knows? Other than that, I don't think we see anything on Wednesday. The first week is always relatively dead, too. Because everybody's grinding for the cards that they released on Friday, so they typically don't do too much. Thursday, once again, it's very possible that we see a Moments card again. I think for the Thursday Moments card, they'll probably wait until like this week's NBA games to kind of determine who gets the Moments card. But if they don't, then any of the guys that I mentioned for Monday could potentially be it. De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Mark Williams, RJ Barrett. Any of those guys are very likely to get a Moments card in some capacity. So we could see Jakob Poeltl into the mix. They could do a double trouble type situation like they did not too long ago with, I think, Walker Kessler and someone else. Possible, but I don't know. It just kind of remains to be seen. Who were the two? Because there was two. I just don't remember who it was off the top of my head. I believe it was Walker Kessler. Was it Jalen Duren? Did they do? No. It was Walker Kessler and Tari Eason. So, yeah, I mean, they could do a double trouble. I don't know what they're going to do for Thursday except for announce the cards on Friday. Friday packs. Now, if they don't do a Tuesday oops situation, it's possible they could do Out of Position on Friday. But I would be more likely to say that it's going to be another, like, kind of random name that just has a bunch of players in it, like Stellar, Cosmic, Eclipse. Flight School actually made kind of sense. I actually liked Flight School. The set itself was very underwhelming, the players that were in there, but like the actual theme of being like dunkers is cool. And then the Eclipse theme just made no sense whatsoever. Like, what is Wesley Person eclipsing? I don't know. What is Devin Vassell eclipsing? I would say nothing. You could say T-Mac is Radiant, I guess. The card art is kind of trippy. I like it. It looks like a Firebird. That's cool. I like that. Shout out to Burt Reynolds. Oh, is that Thunderbird or a Firebird? Are they the same car? Honestly, don't know. I don't know. I just know that the people who drove them were not people that were sick. The people who drive them now, super sick. I don't really know what the set's going to be. I'm assuming, like I said, random name. Kind of just random players thrown in the mix there. What are those random players, though? I would say it's a high probability that one of them is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I would say that is actually a super high probability. Like, yes, we technically got a center in David Robinson, but like realistically, he could play center, but he was marketed as a power forward. Like, everyone knows that. So I would assume that Kareem is going to get the treatment next. A Dark Matter Kareem seems inevitable. It's just a matter of when they actually put that out there. So I'm going to say Kareem or Shaq. I think Kareem, though, because it's been a long period of time since we got Kareem. And then, as far as the other dark matter, I don't know what they're going to do with this. Like, I don't know if they're going to go with, like, a Ron Artest type player, because it'd be cool to see a Ron Artest, but we just got center shooting guard. I'm thinking they're going to go center point guard, personally. That leads me to believe that it's going to be Penny Hardaway. Like, that's what I think, anyway. I could be wrong about that, but I think adding an additional, especially with Denny just coming out too, they're going to want to kind of nullify all the budget beasts who are running Denny. So I would assume that a new Penny is coming. So my suggestion or my guess would be Dark Matter Penny, Dark Matter Kareem. Now, as far as the other cards, who knows? Truly, I honestly don't know who the Opals could be at all. It could be anyone. I'm gonna say Opal RJ Barrett, though. That just kind of makes sense, honestly. I'm gonna say Opal RJ Barrett. I'm gonna say let's just say Gary Payton, just cause they're gonna put another point guard in there. Gary Payton will be the troll. He'll be the troll Opal. Other than that, could be realistically anyone. I honestly don't know. Lonzo is also another possibility. They love giving Lonzo cards. Who knows when they're going to do that? I'm going to say Gerald Green's going to be in the mix at some point, just because it's not that much time ever goes by without getting a budget Gerald Green. Shout out to Gerald Green, but man, they love to give us budget Gerald Greens. I swear they really do. Like, I swear they do. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Also, it's not out of the realm possibility we get an Opal Jonathan Isaac. Opal Jonathan Isaac seems like, once again, an inevitable card. It's just a matter of like when this season we actually see it. MJ's up there too. I don't think they go back-to-back shooting guards, so I don't think they go T-Mac then MJ. So I would assume MJ is coming this season at some point. It's either MJ or Kobe that's coming this season. They could do realistically both of them, but it just remains to be seen. So let me know, like I said, down in the comments what you think is coming this week. I always like to be correct, but I also like to be wrong too, because sometimes I predict things where I'm just like, God, no. Like, the only thing I've been legitimately happy about that I was correct was when I said that Nasir Little was going to be the Trailblazers lock-in. Not for any other reason than I was just joking, and it just is super funny that that happened to be a thing. So, with that being said, enjoy your Sunday. Have a good day. Stay safe.